a lot of their aggressiveness comes from not bringing 6 or more, which is essentially the blitz. You've got 4-man pressures, you've got 5-man pressures, and blitzes are 6 or more. But what they do is a lot of replace pressure. So they'll drop a guy out and send a second-level guy into that gap, and you've got to be able to identify that and understand that where your hot read is may not be where you think it is. So you've got to be very careful, because mistakes is what they try to get out of your offense. LSU's been very rhythmic with their offense. They've not had a lot of resistance. They've not played a good defense yet this year. So they're going to see a lot more looks, a lot more athleticism. They've got 3 good corners that can match up with you. So it'll be a challenge. I think the key for LSU offensively is patient. I think if you're patient and you're smart, you can get to this Florida defense, because they're going to be aggressive and they're going to get caught with their pants down, so to speak, because they're going to be hyper aggressive and you're going to have an opportunity to make some big plays. But if you try to force it, you're playing into their hands, you turn the football over, and this is a different LSU offense, I know, but we started to see some of those issues last year in the game. You don't want to do that. You don't want to give them life in a game that, quite frankly, LSU's got better talent and should be able to make enough plays to be able to get enough offense going to put a lot of stress on Florida's offense. The big thing, though, with the speed against Florida, there may be a little bit challenged to get effective with the wide screens, but what you can do, obviously, if they bring a lot of pressure, I think the middle screen is going to be there, and I think being able to identify where you want to go with it. I think they've got speed, and I think you've got to get them over pursuing a little bit, and then you got to throw where there ain't. I mean, it's as simple as that. I mean, you just got to be able to understand where they're coming with their pressures and attacking it accordingly, and not holding on to the ball very long, because that can cause a lot of problems. I do think, even though this is a really good Florida defense, LSU's going to score enough points. So this Florida offensive output, while it was impressive what they're able to do, just getting enough done against Auburn in the swamp, it's not going to be good enough to beat LSU. They're going to need to play better. So this may be Dan's toughest feat yet in terms of attacking this type of an LSU team, because you're not only facing a defense that has some good talent at all 3 levels, but you're going up against a defense that may be playing with some points and some leads that, you know, he's not had to face in the last few years.